But is there a particular project that like really represented like your feelings about music and things that you think aesthetically represent you? Or
Almost every one of the ones that I've done. You mean that I produced?
yeah, like which ones were you were given more of that
Well, if you're the
creative
producer,
opinion?
you're pretty much in charge. I mean, you still have to. You can argue with the artist because they want to do it a certain way. You know, I did a record with this woman named Jenny Bird, and she lives in Taos, New Mexico, and she set down. You know, she would call me. She sent me stuff like cassettes and music. This is back cassette days, but she really wanted me to work on her. You know, to produce her, but it just. I was listening to her stuff, and it just. You know, I just didn't want to do it.
But is there like an
There was something wrong. There was something wrong with it. And then one day she kept, kept reaching out to me, and I was just listening. And then one day I got it. I got it. And what's on her cassette tapes is all wrong. It's all wrong,
Yeah.
Jenny. You know, you want to be in a rock band, but your songs are not rock band songs. I mean, they don't come across to me. So I went to New Mexico and we recorded on ADATs in her Earthship, which, you know, if you know what an Earthship is.
I don't, but
it's a house a guy named Mike Reynolds developed, like it's in the Southwest. The walls are made out of tires and hay and stuff, and then they adobe over it. Like you can heat the place with a candle, you know?
Wow.
You know, they're like super environmental, and there'll be like bottles, you know, like recycled bottles, but not crushed up, you know, built in as an aesthetic. Anyway, we did it at her Earthship, and Trey Gunn was living in Taos at the time.
Oh, okay.
So he came and he did his thing, and I had Taos drums from Taos. So I had those, and the record's one of my favorite records I've ever done. It was like, and it was nothing like what she was looking for. It's a fantastic record.
Okay.
I don't know to this day whether she was completely
Let's call her.
happy. We should call her. I don't know if she was completely all in, you know.
She released it though. It's
Oh
out.
yeah. It's a great record.
Yeah.
Great record. One of my favorite records that I produced, and I think we did the record for like $10,000. It was very low budget.
Wow.
And very minimal, but those are interesting situations. That's when I'm happiest.
Was there a project where right from the beginning, like at that point with the demos, you knew right away, like, oh, I connect with this. Like this is really close to home for what I think music should sound like?
No, not really.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I wouldn't have expected
I don't
molding
know.
someone else.
I don't know how to answer that. I just think if the song is good, if there's something good about it, then that's what's going to appeal to me first of all. Is if it's how's the song and how's the singer, and really more than anything, it's not even like is the singer Joey Eppard, like that level of singing, but more important, is it sincere? I know it sounds silly.
No, that sounds.
But is there
actually-
like sincerity to
Yeah.
this? And even if a guitar player, which is oftentimes the case, is like the singer-songwriter, they're not really good guitar players, and they're just playing, and then sometimes they'll be apologizing, and I'm like, oh no, don't apologize. What you're doing is great, because a guitar player wouldn't do that.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
like a guitar player is gonna try to figure out, was it the chords, and you're kind of just doing this weird thing. I actually have had people occasionally, like on piano, if I'm sitting down and playing something, somebody would come up to me, friends of mine, and go like, "What are you doing? Let me see what you're doing." And then they would go like, that's wrong. Let me show you what's wrong about it, but don't change it because
Right.
somehow the way you're doing it, these notes are not supposed to work together. But I don't know the way you're doing it. It makes it sounds, and I don't know that you're not supposed to play those notes together. I'm just because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just like plucking away at the piano.
Yeah, you're going by what it sounds
But
like.
I like that, sometimes I'll hear, I don't know, I guess sometimes you hear things and it has to appeal to me somehow. And I don't think I ever have it like I hear it, I get it, I know. Because I don't like to go in with that. Okay. Like I want to go in with, I know where this could go, and then I try to get the right people to kind of be involved that know how to take it in that direction. And so that's more like important to me than if I hear something and in my head I hear note for note what I think the whole thing should sound like. Because I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that.